Pan 3D, a 2015 release, a 1 hour and 51 minute movie, 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio, kind of a letterbox. This is Dolby True HD 7.1, 5.7 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database, 26% critics approval score on Rotten Tomatoes, and 40% popcorn meter on Rotten Tomatoes. Directed by Joe Wright. He also directed Pride and Prejudice, starring Hugh Jackman as Blackbeard. You got Levi Miller as Peter. You've got Garrett Hedlund as Hook. You know I'm going to mispronounce. It's just what I do. Rooney Mara as Tiger Lily. Adil Akhtar as Smead. You've got Nanzo Ananzi as Bishop, and Amanda Seyfried as Mary. This was a box office bomb, right? I think it was 150 to make, 150 million, and it only grossed 128 million. So by all means, this was a financial loss for Warner Brothers Studio. Okay. Now, also took it on the chin by the critics. You know, as you can see, 26 and 40%. The music score, however, got some acclamations. I will say that. You know, it got some recognition. The music score, and I enjoyed the music score. It really did. It seemed to fit well. It wasn't over the top, and it was there. It did its job, and it was very well. It was very well done. All right, some things about this movie. I told you this was kind of like dear to me or special to me. Why? Well, because I liked Peter Pan growing up. I love the Disney adaptation. It was one of my best Disney films, Peter Pan. I was fascinated with Wendy and the pixie dust and Neverland, and as a child growing up. So that was dear to me. And also the Disney World, the Peter Pan's flight ride. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. If you've never been to California, Florida, or any of the other Disney throughout the world, get to the Peter Pan's flight. You become Peter Pan. You get on this little, galleon, and you just fly out over London. You're flying out over London. Down below you is these miniature cities down below you. I mean, there's London down below you, and you're flying over it. You know, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It's amazing. You know, I know it's a ride, but it's absolutely amazing. You're really going to enjoy it. And another thing why it was special to me, well, we just had the Hurricane Milton, and my brother's house flooded out. He's like, I got to get out of here. I want to watch a movie. I said, come on over, pick one out. He picks it out. And when the movie was over, I got to tell you, and I don't want to spoil too much, but we were on the edge of our seat throughout this entire movie. Here I am sharing it with my brother, and we were on the edge of our seat for this movie. I want to tell you a little bit about the movie itself too. Now, Hugh Jackman, Blackbeard. I didn't know Hugh Jackman was Blackbeard. I did my research later. I watched the movie. I told my brothers, I got to find out who's playing Blackbeard. He's knocking it out of the park. And it's Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And Levi Miller, who plays Peter, does a good job. He really does a great job. Garrett Hedlund is Hook. I thought he did okay. Some of his lines were a little wooden, but he did a good job. Adil Akhtar Shmead, he did a great job. You got Nanzo Ananzi as Bishop, Blackbeard's right hand man. He did a great job. He really did. And Amanda Seyfried as Mary. I know I'm going over the cast again here, but that Hugh Jackman really threw me for a loop. What do you got here? Well, you got a prequel. Okay, this is not another adaptation of Peter Pan. This is, and that's another reason why I think I kind of took it on the chin. People didn't really know what they were watching. They're watching a prequel. This is a prequel to Peter Pan, how it all got started, how he met Hook, you know, how the Lost Boys, how he got the Lost Boys. You know, that's how this all happened. He gets dropped off at, and here's a little bit about the movie. He gets dropped off at an orphanage, and his mother Mary puts a pan flute on his neck and leaves him in an orphanage later on. This is like, then later on around 1942 when World War II is happening. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the 3D and the story at the same time on this one, okay? And, you know, it's about 1942 now. Peter and his buddies find out that the head nuns there is hiding all the food, so they break in, get the food, want to give it to the orphanage. And so she orders these pirates to come in, and they come in and they start picking up all the orphans and taking them in a sailing boat. They're flying away. Meanwhile, Spitfires are attacking England. And you got these bullets coming out of the screen, coming right at you. Like, I mean, you're doing like this, you're doing this, and these bullets are coming at you. You're like, oh my God. And you're going to get things that just get blown out of the screen and hitting you in the glasses. The 3D is fantastic. Go find Fund and I a channel. Go check out his channel. Go find Fund. He did a review on it. I'll put a link in here. We both agree on the 3D. We disagree a little bit on the storyline. No, he said that it's more like, following the plot. It's more like fireworks going off. This is happening here, and this is happening there. But I felt connected to Peter, and I got really vested in Blackbeard, and we're sitting on the edge of our seat. I followed the plot perfectly, and from everywhere he went, and he take him he goes to Neverland, and he's got a mine. Now he's mining for Blackbeard. And Blackbeard needs him to mine so he could get his Pixum, which is pixie dust, so he never grows old. And Peter messes up, and now he's got to walk the plank. And in 3D, you're standing. So he's walking this plank over the mine, this mine that they've dug down, getting this pixie dust, and all the lost, or not the Lost Boys, but all the boys are down there digging. And he has to walk this plank. And he walks the end of the plank in 3D, and you're looking down forever. You're looking down like you're standing on the edge of the plank. That's how good the 3D was. That's amazing 3D shots here. Depths are incredible. Colors are incredible. And then you're going to get in these battle scenes. And you're just going to get things coming out. You're going to get things sticking out. You're going to get things flying out at you. I mean, you're literally going to be doing this. This 3D is reference quality. I can't believe I missed this. I mean, I really want to thank Go Find Fun, because, he caused me to pick this up. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to give Pan 3D 5.0 for the movie, Pan 3D 5.0 for the 3D. Absolutely fantastic. A wonderful, wonderful watch. You got to pick it up. And a little thing about J.M. Barrie, the Scottish writer who wrote this Peter Pan. Okay, well, Pan was a mythical Greek young boy that flew around and played the flute. That's Pan. And Peter, this Barrie, he adopted a bunch of kids when he was young. He adopted a bunch of kids, and the youngest one was named Peter. And he, as a young boy, he was 9 of 10 children. 9 of 10 children. And his older brother died at the age of 14, and it devastated his mother. His mother was devastated. He was 6 years old. And so he would dress up in his brother's clothes. He would whistle like his brother, and his mother would say, "Is that you?" And he would say, "No, it's just me." And he had this bond with his mother, and his mother felt comforted in knowing that she had a child that died that would never grow old and leave her. And Pan is the boy that never grew up. And so with what happened with his mother there, and the fact that his mother never had a childhood herself because she had to take over her mother's duties at the age of 8, they would sit and tell stories about, his dead brother and her feelings about, I have a child that never died, and then she never really had a childhood. And so out of this thing came the play, Peter Pan, the boy that never grew up, and then he wrote the novel. Anyway, a little backstory on that. But listen, you pick this up, you will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, my brother and I, it was absolutely riveting. Loved every minute of it. All right? So leave some comments below. Did you see this? Did you see it in 3D? Did you see it in 2D at the theaters in 2015? Or maybe you saw it in 3D in 2015. Leave some comments below and let me know. How does this fit into your Peter Pan? Did you know it was a sequel? Do I got something written up here I can't see? Everybody knew it was a sequel. No, I didn't know it was a sequel. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Let me know. Leave some comments below. Let me know how this fits on your list, Peter Pan. Did you know it was Hugh Jackman? I didn't know it was Hugh Jackman. All right. So leave some comments below. Let me know. Hit that like and subscribe button. I got a lot more reviews coming out. I want you to have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, God bless.